to the Wrestle Story. We discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW and NXT, and every Friday after SmackDown. Tonight, we have AEW and NXT.
What up, guys?
What is up?
You need to scoot yourself over a smidge.
Yeah,
that's a little better.
Right.
Now we're even. We're even! So, tonight, folks,
all of you. How's it going, Scott?
folks, the Maven Fan Club.
How are you
the
doing?
The Maven Fun Club.
Equilibrious?
The Maven Fun Club. It's not the Maven Fan Club.
It's
the
the Fun
Maven
Club.
Fun Club. The Fun Club. Yes, I'll take it. So, hello, folks. What's happening? How's everybody doing? Well, tonight's shows. We're good?
I didn't think they were bad.
I didn't either. I don't know. There was just something about tonight's shows that...
Fun Club.
I think...
Cookies? Depends on the day.
You never know, man. So, I thought, I don't know, there was just something about the shows tonight. I thought AEW was good, and I think NXT was good, but, like, there was just something about both of them that I just, like, wasn't into it, or I don't know what the deal is. It was probably just one of those days where I was just like, ugh.
First time I've seen Maven speechless.
Yeah, I mean, like, I thought...
It doesn't happen very often.
I thought both shows were good, but they were just two shows that I was just kind of like,
How's it going? Give me a whole yeah.
Like, it's almost... It's kind of like... We have WrestleMania this weekend, and, like, it doesn't really feel like WrestleMania should be this weekend. And so, it's just kind of, like, going to be really hard to...
Yep, definitely spoke too soon.
It's going to be really hard to, like, get into the shows, you know? Because I feel like they all have been pretty, like, lately, you know? So, I just don't know. Tonight's shows were good.
It's hard to do when you don't do the Sam Roberts on commentary and Shawn Spears in the AEW main event. Weird times.
You're telling me, man.
I think when you have limited wrestlers, it makes it tough. When you have limited space, it makes it tough.
It really was just I don't know what it was about the shows.
I think they're trying to stay relevant.
I just couldn't put my finger on it on what was the issue. But like there was just something that was just like off, you know?
Yes. No social distancing in AEW.
Ugh.
Hey, as long as they stay in the Hardy compound,
I love
this. To go.
I love this. Every time they go up to somebody, they're like,
yeah.
Elbows. Let's elbows, guys. So, we're going to start with NXT. We started off the show with Velveteen Dream versus Bobby Fish. It was a good match. I mean, it was a good match.
Yeah, it was a good match.
They're trying to build up this whole Dream versus Adam Cole thing. And again, like I said, I'm just not into it. You know, like, it's just weird.
Well, again, I think it makes it tough to, the Fun Club has evolved to YouTube.
It was just weird, man.
How you doing, James?
And
I think the one thing about it is, I think it makes it tough with what's being limited on where they're at.
I don't know if it's because I'm, like, not excited to watch them because I know they're not going to be that great or what the deal is. Like, I just don't know. I just can't put my finger on it.
Again, I think...
And I wish I could.
Being limited makes it kind of hurts them, so I think it's kind of
tough,
that
man.
issue.
It's tough. So, Dream versus Bobby Fish.
We normally do.
We normally do start with AEW.
Last couple weeks we started with AEW, or with NXT.
Because AEW's been the better show, and so we generally save that for last. So, Dream versus Bobby Fish. Like I said, it was an okay match. There wasn't anything wrong with it. It's just like... They're trying to build up this whole Adam Cole feud. Adam Cole isn't even there right now. They're having him do these video packages. They've had him do that over the last 2 weeks or so.
Which is okay.
And so, I don't know. I
don't have an issue with doing it this way. I
don't know. It's just different and weird. So, Dream won. I think we all expected that. And he then gets on the mic and he says, Adam Cole, your experience is coming. Courtesy of the Dream. I'm coming for you. I'm taking the NXT title, and that's the way it is.
Yeah, I thought AEW was good. Definitely good.
So, yeah, that was that. It's a cool segment, you know. We then have Malcolm Bivens. I actually like this. I'm very intrigued to see what they do with these two guys. He says, these are my two dudes, Rinku and Seraph. And they're my two big dudes who are going to beat people up. More specifically, Matt Riddle. I
just want to know why they have tape on their head.
I don't know, but they are huge, and I am curious to see what they do with them.
Thanks for the host, Equilibrius.
Very curious to see what they do with them, to say the least. So.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
AOP 2.0.
Maybe? I could see that, I suppose.
They're a little bit bigger, aren't they?
Yeah, by a lot. They're both, like, over 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
And they're huge.
One's like 6'7" and one's 6'4".
They're huge.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. Malcolm Bivens is a character I like.
If they use them right,
they could be a huge, dominant force.
I think that they can be really good with them.
And you can't teach that.
Yes.
So
that's something that's a little bit tough to teach.
Like I said, Malcolm Bivens is quite the character. I think he's good at what he does. I think he's funny. I think a lot of people make fun of him, which is kind of like part of this whole gimmick and is what makes it fun.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool that they're using him with these two huge guys, and he's gonna be, you know, Bivens Enterprise or whatever he said their name is. So we then get Dexter Lumis versus Jake Atlas.
Tony Atlas's boy.
Okay, I have a couple questions. I thought Jake Atlas was kind of a big deal. People can correct me if I'm wrong, but based on what I've heard, I thought he was kind of a big deal. You just had this guy get beat by Dexter Lumis.
Yes.
Who they've tried to do stuff with twice, and it's failed.
No, I made that up.
So,
I made up the Tony Atlas's
boy. Can someone explain this to me, please?
Or I don't think he is anyway.
No, I don't think.
I don't think he's Tony Atlas's boy.
I don't think so.
Probably should come back to New Road Wars. I agree. I'd like to see it.
I just don't get it.
I think I like this Dexter Lumis.
Mr. G, damn you!
Hey, thanks for the follow, Alex Lima 360.
Man, you.
I like the Dexter Lumis character. He's
he has
pretty cool.
The Stranger Things, the TV show Stranger Things, they have a theme song, obviously, as most TV shows do. And that is literally what Dexter
He's good.
That is his theme song.
I think they need to
It's
expand
tweaked a little
him,
bit,
though.
but it is totally based off of the Stranger Things.
Yeah, they need to make him
theme song.
Like, I don't know.
If that's what they're going for, that's not what his character says right now. That's for sure.
Well,
he's not weird.
They need to do something with the light. Well, he is weird. I mean, he always stares at the wall, and like his eyes are always like messed up and things like that.
It's just I don't know.
I think he
could be good, and I thought a couple times ago when they were like going to be building him up, I thought he was gonna be a big deal, but then he flopped like twice. I'm like, well, why are we doing this again if you're not gonna go somewhere with it? Because you've done this twice now, and it's gotten nowhere. So like, what? So he won. If they're building him up to something, I mean, cool, but they need to actually do it this time and not just pretend, because they've done that about twice now, and it's kind of annoying. Just saying. So we then get the Gauntlet match.
You don't like any characters.
It depends on what they are.
Yeah, tell me. You don't like.
I don't like Cameron Grimes.
Yes.
I knew that's where you were going with this. And I don't like Dexter Lumis.
It's a different character. I like it.
It's weird.
Different.
I don't even know what his character is, and that's why I just don't get it. Like, I don't get what his character is. I don't understand what Cameron Grimes' character is. No matter how many times you explain it to me, it still makes no sense to me. And I'm just like, what? just don't get it. I just don't connect with that character.
You don't
just
get
saying.
Dexter Loomis either.
Because what is his character?
Stranger Things.
That is not his character.
He's a strange dude.
Okay.
Just saying.
You're a strange dude.
Look at his eyes.
I don't care. They have to build his character up in some way that's like makes sense with what I think they're trying to go with, and this is not it.
I think they're doing good.
Just like
they just need to do more with it.
So we then have. She likes Becky Lynch.
She likes shit.
I mean, high five to you, because I mean you got that right.
Yeah, look at that character, the man.
Mhm. The microphone.
What is her character? What's like?
Don't go there.
I don't get it.
You don't want to go there.
No, I probably don't, because I don't want an hour. Like,
you don't want to go there.
Like something about the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to go there.
We won't go there right now.
Believe me.
Nobody wants to hear an hour rant of the man.
Don't go there. It will not end well for you. Okay? So we then get the Gauntlet match.
Who is this? I don't know who is this.
We get the Gauntlet match. Shotzi Blackheart versus Deonna Purrazzo is what is starting off the show. The Gauntlet match.
No, woman's dead. Just so you know.
So
Becky Lynch destroyed the suffragette movement. Oh, that's funny.
Folks, let's get back on track here. Deonna Purrazzo. Shotzi Blackheart. What is happening with Deonna Purrazzo? Can someone explain this to me?
I don't know.
Because, like, if I recall, I thought they were doing a tag team thing with her and Chelsea. We split that up. She went on her own. And it's like, what are we doing with her now? Does anybody know?
No.
It doesn't make any sense. And I'm just like, I thought when they like signed her and stuff, she was going to be a big deal. And like, they just haven't used her. And it's kind of disappointing.
Well, they've kind of done that with a few wrestlers. Dakota better win the ladder match. And I don't want Io to win. James, Io is winning. Sorry.
So,
it has to happen.
I don't get it. So Shotzi won the match. I'm glad she won. We then get Shotzi versus Xia Li. Shotzi won this match too. We then got Shotzi versus Aaliyah. And...
That'd be cool if how you doing, Christopher?
And...
if Ronda turned on Shayna. That'd be awesome.
Shotzi won this match. We then got Shotzi versus Kaden Carter. Shotzi won that match, and then she went on to fight Dakota in the last match. It was very obvious from the beginning that Dakota was winning this match.
Yeah.
Because it was just super obvious.
Yeah, I think I would agree with you.
I don't know why Dakota...
That's why I backed off, Jono.
I don't know why Dakota wasn't just added into the match to begin with.
Because they wanted to make them... Probably because they were just looking to have a match. And this was a way to have a match.
Like, honestly...
That's just a guess.
Dakota should have been put in from the beginning. So, who did she even fight? Did she fight Chelsea Green? Or did she not fight Chelsea Green? It was Mia Yim.
Yeah.
Was it Mia Yim?
I don't know, but...
I don't remember. She fought somebody.
They kind of, like, let her
She's
fall off
put in this ladder match. Chelsea Green's been put in this ladder match.
Yeah, but they've kind of let her fall off the map.
Why was she put in this ladder match? It should have been... Dakota should have been added... Mia Yim, Io, Candice...
Maven, you stream on any watch along. Possibly.
And... who's the last one I was going to say?
Breaking news, Stephanie McMahon
Shotzi Blackheart.
for the women's title.
What it should have been for the 6 women that were in this ladder ladder match. It should have been Dakota. Oh, Tegan was in there too. Should have been Dakota, Tegan, Mia Yim, Aew, Candice, and Shotzi.
2 good matches, Christopher.
And Tegan. Did I already say Tegan? I don't know. There's like 7 people in this match.
The thing about Chelsea Green is
why was Chelsea Green put in this match?
Okay, but the thing is if they would like do something, like actually do something with her, like I think they have a gimmick that works. They just have to use her. Chelsea
Green deserved that ladder match. Just explain to me. I just don't get it. Like, I don't get it. There is no Bianca in this match. Exactly. There's no Shotzi Blackheart in this match. It's like, what? Why? What they should have done with Chelsea Green, they should have left her with Deonna. They should have had them go up to Raw or SmackDown or whatever, and they should have had them challenge for the tag team titles. That's what they should have done. Because it would have added another... I can't speak. It would have added another tag team to the division. And it would have added another tag team to the division. So why would we not do that?
I like the whole idea.
Because we're stupid.
Her with, what's his face? Chelsea Green.
Robert Stone?
Yeah.
They could have had Deonna. They could have had Deonna and Chelsea.
Well. They just have to get the character down right and use it.
They could have done Deonna and Chelsea and put them under the Robert Stone brand.
A ladder match with no crowd is going to be awesome.
It just makes no sense.
I feel Green will fit good as a cocky rich girl and Robbie E. Yeah, do something like that. I think it'd be cool.
Except they haven't done any of that thus far.
Well, they haven't done anything with her. I mean, they have her lose all the time.
Which is why I'm questioning this.
Slow motion climbing in silence will be hilarious.
So, Dakota won the match. Like I said, it was obvious to begin with that she was going into this match, and I just don't understand why we didn't announce this to begin with. We then get a Rhea and Charlotte video. This was cool. Neat. Whatever. Just recapping everything up to this point. They have their match at WrestleMania this weekend. Whoopty-doopty. We then get Kushida versus Joaquin Wilde. Kushida won. And after... Scott, don't get me started on Aaliyah. Don't do it. Don't do it. Joaquin Wilde. He gets taken in a car by masked dudes. The same way Raul Mendoza.
Yeah, they haven't built the Charlotte and Rhea match up at all.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a second.
What y'all's favorite part of AEW and NXT tonight? What's y'all's favorite part of AEW?
The original Rhea video package was her.
Probably the Keith Lee match is probably my favorite part. So is WWE trying to copy the Dark Order?
I have no idea, man, but this is 2 weeks in a row that 2 dudes have been taken by masked guys in a car.
Are they trying to copy the Dark Order?
The masked dudes are Ciampa and Gargano. I don't know, man. I want to say I'm intrigued, but like I feel like they've just kind of like brushed over this to begin with, you know? It's just like they just like throw it in there. They're like, oh yeah, these 2 guys have got taken. Never forget that. Never mind. We're not making a big deal out of this, but they were taken, you know.
I don't get what they're doing with them.
I don't either.
It's Dark Order-ish.
It is. Very much so.
It's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Very weird. And weird. 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 Weird.
Weird, 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 weird.
Who would kidnap 2 losers?
The Dark Order. They got a bunch of losers on their team. I think we need more storylines in NXT and that's what they're doing. I agree. I like the storyline. I like what they're doing. It's just the fact that they're doing it after the Dark Order's already done this. That's the part I don't like.
I don't know, man.
Maybe it's Alberto Del Rio.
Okay, honestly though.
Even right. Jeez, copy unscripted promos or talented in-ring action or commentary that makes sense. Copy the right parts. I don't get. I mean, has anybody thought about that? Like, it's kind of Dark Order-ish type. Like, what they're doing is kind of a Dark Order type thing.
It is, which is the like, wow, you guys really can't come up with your own material. Like, come on, guys, come on, we're not that stupid, okay? Honestly, I would not be shocked.
It's Carrillo.
Both of the guys that have been taken are more like on the lucha side of things. You know?
Which could be Alberto Del Rio.
It would make sense if they're being taken and they're going to form some, like the Latino World Order type of situation, something like that, you know?
I mean
that's kind of where I feel like we're going with this. It's not necessarily a Latino World Order, but...
Lucha House Party.
I mean, possibly. It might
it's
be...
Lucha House Party kidnapping all these people.
Hey, that mask was very familiar. It was blue. Could have been Kalisto. I mean, you never know.
How do you feel if Charlotte wins? Which I know it's not going to happen. What if she does? It wouldn't bother me. I guess it's kind of shows.
Personally,
I think if she were to win, I think it shows that NXT is now on the same level as Raw and
it
SmackDown.
would, but also I don't like.
Andrade might be a good one.
I don't like the fact that Rhea would be losing.
That could
Charlotte.
be Los Conquistador, aka Kurt Angle. Yeah. Next week, Kalisto comes back to Leaf Third house.
That's funny. So, yeah, we had this segment, and then we get Keith Lee versus Damian Priest versus Dominic Dijakovic. Okay.
I want AEW to do a kidnapped woman.
Okay.
Or woman.
This is for the North American...
Whoa, ma'am. We're going to kidnap you.
This is for the North American Championship. I feel like it was super obvious that Keith Lee was winning.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, thanks, James.
I don't know, man.
Hey, have a good night. Stay safe, man.
It was like an okay match, and it was cool. But, like...
Priest sucks.
Yeah, he does. You got that right. Like yeah, I just don't like him. I don't get the hype. I don't think he's that great in the ring. I don't necessarily love his character.
I think they need to do more with it.
His voice is so deep. I'm just like, no, I don't like you.
Again, it's another one. I think if they do things with him right, I think he's got a good character.
It's not I don't like you because you're a heel. It's just I don't like you. I just don't like you. And that's the way it is.
Corbin with hair, just tan.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I just don't like him. I just don't like him. I don't get all the hype that surrounds him. I don't get it. I don't think I'm ever going to get it.
Yeah.
I think he's way overhyped.
I don't have an issue with him.
I think people are like, oh my gosh, he is like a wrestling god. And I'm like, I don't see that.
He's like a wrestling god.
Sorry, I don't see that.
Keith Lee rocks. Keith Lee is awesome.
I like Keith Lee. Keith Lee's like the next superstar of... He's going to be like the next Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Wait. I should take that back. I don't want him to be the next Roman Reigns. I want him to be the first Keith Lee. That's what I want. Because I don't want him to be a wrestling god. JBL has entered the chat.
I don't rate Priest.
So, I don't know, man. That's just my opinion.
I think that AEW will have a women's faction. Or they'll add someone to the Dark Order or the...
Inner Circle.
The Inner Circle, yeah.
I think adding somebody to Inner Circle would be so cool. I think it's going to be Britt if it's anybody.
I don't know that Charlotte can boost up the ratings for NXT, but I think it makes NXT look legitimate.
Because NXT doesn't look legitimate already.
Well, I think they look legitimate. I think the issue they have is they're facing AEW.
Brandy Rhodes versus Eva Marie. No, stop it. So that was NXT.
EC3 should be the mask guy, please. NXT, get him back. Yes. He could be the guy in charge. They bring him out in a robe. And he goes, I am the...
EC3.
I can't say exalted one, because then they'd be exactly copying Dark Order. So.
I am the EC3.
What match y'all looking forward to at WrestleMania? Oh, I can tell you what Maven's looking forward to.
Picking. What?
What match are you looking forward to at WrestleMania?
Drew beating the crap out of Brock.
Oh, well, I'm surprised at that. I thought you were going to say Becky.
I mean,
I would say probably, that's the one I would say. It's probably the...
No, actually, the match that I'm looking forward to the most, in all honesty, is the AJ Styles Undertaker Boneyard match.
I'm looking forward to Brock and Drew.
I'm, like, real excited for the Undertaker AJ Styles match. I hope, Scott, we might have to ban you from the chat. If that happens. If you're
This
gonna
could have been
if
a
you're
decent...
gonna gloat about it, man, if you're gonna gloat about Brock winning, we might have some issues here.
This could have been a decent WrestleMania.
Actual pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Otis and Dolph.
Yeah, I kind of look forward to that one.
Unfortunately, I think that one's gonna end not well for either guy.
I see Becky losing just because. If
my philosophy is right, she's losing. My philosophy here.
I'm looking forward to Goldberg jackhammer Braun.
My philosophy here is every single time before Becky has lost a title, she's been beaten down or has looked not so strong. Right before she lost her title to Alexa Bliss, she was pushed through a table on that SmackDown beforehand. Right before she lost her title to Asuka, she was beaten down with a chair. Right before she's about to lose her title to Shayna Baszler on Saturday, she got choked out and then proceeded to get beat on,
Goldberg is not jackhammering Braun, sorry.
He can try. He's probably going to fail. I am guaranteeing he tries. He's going to try. He is going to try.
Edge versus Randy would be a good match, too.
I keep forgetting that's even on the pay-per-view.
That's another good match.
See, that's what sucks about this entire thing, is I think they have so many, decent matchups that I think could be good. But...
Yes.
Maybe they can do a video cut where they hook Braun
There's
to
an
the
advantage
table.
to having no crowd. You can do things like that.
Oh, my goodness. So,
If Goldberg beats Braun, yeah, we need to send hiatus. The thing about the problem is if Braun wins it, he's going to have it for, as soon as they come back and they're doing their live stuff.
I am telling you, Goldberg is not dropping the title to Braun. It's not happening. They will have to do
as soon as they come back from, to doing their live stuff, Braun's going to lose it. So I don't know that you...
Goldberg is not dropping the title.
He
He is holding on to the title until Roman can come back. That is what's happening. Now, if Roman isn't coming back anytime soon due to the coronavirus stuff and he doesn't feel comfortable wrestling even if everything is opened back up,
I don't think Braun's a good idea to win the title.
He is not going to come back and do it. Not right away.
The problem with him winning the title is they will have him lose it right away. And because they always do that.
So
every few minutes to make sure Goldberg can have a break, he gets gas walking into the ring.
Oh, gosh.
One thing about it, they can make sure he's not knocked out before he comes to the ring.
That is true.
Because they can do as many takes as they need to.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, though.
Braun has to beat Goldberg. I don't think he can.
No. How can Goldberg beat Braun? He can't jackhammer Braun. He can spit in his eye. He can spit in his eye and, do the pin and stuff. Braun is a good idea. If not, you ain't seeing that title till SummerSlam.
You might not see wrestling till SummerSlam, so...
So, guys, NXT is done. AEW has begun. So, we start the show off with Trent versus Kenny Omega. I thought this was a decent match for what it was, in all honesty.
Yeah. Good match.
So, Kenny Omega won. I think we all expected that. Right?
Yeah.
Right, I think so. We then got a Matt Hardy Jericho video recap.
That's why I said you can't have Braun win.
Braun could slip on the sweat from Goldberg as he walks down the ramp and knock himself out. I love all these creative ideas as to how this happens. If Goldberg can't jackhammer Braun, then how does he beat him? Yeah. Oh, man.
I think Goldberg will face Roman at SummerSlam, yes.
Probably.
As long as everything is okay and everything's back to normal.
Yes, as long as.
Because I think that what they're looking to do is have Roman beat Goldberg.
Uh-huh. That's the plan here. And I don't think Goldberg's dropping the title to anybody.
I don't either.
Until it's Roman.
And he doesn't have to worry about showing up because...
Hey, if there's no show...
wrestling, then you don't have to worry about it.
Stunt double for Braun. Jackhammer with Marko's stunt costume.
Marko's stunt might not be alive after tonight.
So, we then get...
I think he's dead after being thrown, I'm going to go back to it. Reminds me of Rey Mysterio.
So we then get Hikaru Shida versus Anna Jay. Oh my gosh, this lady, man. this gimmick that Anna Jay has is not gonna get her very far. Sheeta won the match. I think it's
something different.
It's ridiculous.
What did you want her to do?
I don't know, but what she was doing.
She's worried about her hair. Yeah, what's wrong with that? See, you just whipped me in the eye. Now I can't see.
Exactly. It's a stupid.
I'm blind.
It's a stupid. You have glasses on.
See, I have glasses on. You whip me in the eye and I can't see.
It's a stupid gimmick, and she needs to come up with a new one. Oh my gosh.
Well, she will. Once it gets longer, she can do the Bianca Belair thing. She's practicing.
Sheeta really is. I was very on the fence about her when we first started watching AEW, but she's actually very good, and I like her a lot. I think she has a lot of character, and you know, I love. She's super cool. So Sheeta won. We then get a Moxley Inner Circle video.
I like Anna Jay. She's better than Rhea Ripley, and she can fight.
Oh.
Maven didn't like the hair thing.
No, I didn't.
She's an angel.
So we get Moxley versus Hager in 2 weeks in an empty arena. Obviously.
I'm glad they told us it's an empty arena. Like anybody's expecting anybody to be there.
I never put 2 and 2 together.
What?
When I first read it, I was like, oh.
Why are they wrestling in the arena?
Pretty much. I was
That's
like,
stupid. What a dumb idea.
That was pretty much my initial reaction. I was like, why?
Why are they wrestling in an empty arena? That's just dumb.
Pretty much. That's my. Oh my gosh. That was my initial reaction.
I need like I'm gonna get a light bulb, like put like a graphic or effect here, and like have a light bulb that just like put it up here. So then when like she finally gets it, I'm like hit the button and like it's gonna show up there. It's like, oh, the connection was just made. Gleen's manager taking my money. Goldberg can jump off the top rope and hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Well.
I just.
Thanks for watching the show. Maven's gonna die of laughter. And suddenly she sounds like she's got a dog squeak toy stuck in her throat.
My abs hurt. Ow. So, now that I have, eyeliner.
We don't need Chelsea Green there, Elijah. Maven can do the blonde rich girl.
Now that I have eyeliner running down my face from laughing, crying, oh my goodness. Okay, where were we?
You just figured out that you're wrestling in an empty arena.
Oh my gosh. That was so, I can't believe I never put 2 and 2 together.
I'll tell you who Maven's favorite wrestlers is, because she can't talk right now. Becky Lynch.
I can't believe I never put 2 and 2 together. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm in her head sometimes.
And anybody that just came in, they're going, what is going on with this channel?
So, okay. In 2 weeks, Moxley and Hager fighting in an empty arena and a no-holds-barred title match. Oh my gosh, that was funny.
I would say Maven's got more personality than all NXT's women.
Okay. So, yeah, Moxley and Hager fighting each other in 2 weeks in an empty arena, with a no-holds-barred title match. So, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I like Roman and Charlotte a lot more.
Whew,
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Can't believe I never put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh my gosh.
Ding, 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 ding.
Stop it. Okay, so where were we, folks? We then
obviously after the no holds barred title match in an empty arena.
So we now have my favorite segment of the week. Marko Stunt versus Lance Archer. This was amazing.
And Jake the Snake's promos are awesome.
This was amazing.
Yes.
So
it was amazing because Marko Stunt got thrown 7,000 feet many times.
So Jake Roberts, the video plays first, and he's like, "We're coming for you," Arg! He didn't actually go arg.
Here is what I don't like about this. With the whole tournament thing, Archer on one side,
really
Cody on one
obvious.
side, it's pretty obvious what's going to happen.
It's going to end up being Cody
Marko
and...
took it, man. What a champ. Yeah. He's like, what did I just get into?
I bet backstage, they're like, all right, I can imagine this is how the meeting went down. They're like...
I'm going to throw you around the ring.
So Marko...
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Marko, tonight...
Here's a good one. Lance Archer versus Marko Stunt. AEW did good. More of the pleas. We don't need Marko in the Jurassic Express. I think it's cool what they're doing. It's showing how dominant that, even though it's Marko Stunt, it's a thing where they're showing how dominant Lance Archer is.
I love this. Lance Archer, I did not realize how tall Lance Archer was. I mean, he's huge. It was like...
Shinsuke Nakamura is a good one.
This is like Lance Archer, and this is like Marko Stunt.
I hope it is
that way. It was
that
like
way,
you
just
could
because...
stack another Marko Stunt on top of Marko Stunt, and he still wouldn't be tall enough to fight Lance Archer.
Because maybe what happens is Archer interferes in Cody's match, and Cody interferes in Archer's match. So then they end up losing.
I mean, honestly...
Hey, thanks for the follow, Anthony.
Honestly, I'm okay with, any of them winning the tournament. I'm cool with the way the bracket looks. I think Sammy should win.
Yeah. Lance
That's what I
did
think.
DQ. That's what I'm thinking is something along the, if that's the way they're going to do.
So
if otherwise it looks too obvious that they're where they're headed with it.
So Archer won this match after he did a suplex, man. He was in the opposite corner, like diagonal. Lance Archer was like right here by the edge. He did a suplex, and Marko Stunt flew to the other side.
Yeah.
It was insane. And then he did this thing, this like flat out powerbomb situation doodle thing. And they what?
They built dissension between Darby and Allen. Ready for second round.
Darby and Allen? I'm not aware of this Allen. I'm aware of a Darby Allen, but not a Darby and Allen.
Darby's going to fight himself. He looks in the mirror because that's why he's got the makeup on.
Who is this?
We're creating a character that fights himself.
Who is this Allen? I'm waiting.
I think he meant Kip. He threw him like a dog. He threw him like something. I love how it said Cody and Allen.
Cody and Allen, sorry.
It's for him. Shut up. Now he's saying sure up.
You couldn't even say shut up right. Oh my gosh. Woo. Oh my gosh.
James likely said that before I could read it.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah, Marko Stunt got killed tonight. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So,
I think he's dead. I'm from Yorkshire, that's how we say it.
So, Lance Archer won. It was amazing.
I'm new to y'all's channel, Maven. You're funny.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I've been told that once or twice.
Wait till she goes on a rant. She goes on a rant, you'll be going, man, I don't want to listen to this anymore. Yes, I love Lance Archer's theme.
Overall, I think Lance Archer had a really good debut. I think they couldn't have done it better than this.
I love everything they're doing with him.
And this is amazing. I loved this whole thing. I was like, oh, Marko, you about to die. But then, like, the way they did it was amazing. And I love it.
When is Cross and Scarlett going to debut? Good question, James. I'm going to guess
next week. I don't know.
Will they do it at Mania?
I don't know, but they have the Gargano Ciampa match next week. And that's where he showed up last week in the segment.
Maybe that's what they'll do. Possibly.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I'd probably go with that. The Gargano and Ciampa match.
So, after this, we have a Dark Order Brody Lee video. Essentially, he's like...
Vince McMahon.
Yeah, pretty much. I love this.
Don't you look at me that way.
I love this.
You're going to sneeze. I don't think so.
Dude yawned, and he goes... well, the one guy was standing there, and he goes, yes, Mr. Lee. And he goes...
How do you observe stuff?
He goes, it's Mr. Brody. And then he goes, yes, Mr. Exalted One. And he goes, it's Mr. effing Brody. And the guy just goes. And then this other guy sitting at the table goes. And then he goes. And then Brody Lee comes over and is like,
are you yawning?
Do you have something going on at home? Nothing is open. You can't go anywhere. What could you possibly be tired for?
Yes.
Why are you yawning?
Yes.
He said, you will not yawn in my presence ever again. I love this. This is amazing.
It's hilarious. It's a good segment.
It's so good though because Brody Lee was treated like trash. Literal trash on a stick. In the dumpster, okay? That's what he was treated like. That is what he was treated like in WWE. Trash on a stick in a dumpster.
Yes.
On fire, okay?
I wonder if he's coming up with this.
I love this. If he's coming up with this, props to you, man. You should get a high five because, honestly, though, it's amazing.
On the Native Podcast, Jared Taz, we're talking about it a lot more, saying they all know what that's like. Yeah, that's just it. I think that it's one of those things where...
Well, Brody Lee said he was on Jericho's podcast, I think, and he was like, yeah, I had ideas. And this happened to a lot of people, not just me, but...
Luke Harper's being Vince again?
It was amazing.
Yes, and it was awesome.
He said, I went in one time, and when Vince is eating, it's like, you might as well not even bother. You might as well not even bother him when he's eating because it doesn't even go in his ear and come out the other. It doesn't go in.
Yeah.
And so, this happened to everybody. But if you had ideas and you gave it to him when he was eating, it was like, but he was eating all the time. So it was like, when are you supposed to tell him these ideas? Because he was like, he ate lunch and then it was like, 10 minutes later, he was eating something else, and you were like, well, great, what am I supposed to tell you my idea? And it was really funny.
I don't think he's going to be AEW's version of The Undertaker. I think he's going to be a bad dude. I think he's going to be worse than that.
He's going to be a bad dude.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a dude that's going to, like...
I don't think he's going to be The Undertaker, guys. I think he's going to be a bad dude.
Undertaker is slow and methodical. I don't think he's going to be, like, that type of... I think he's going to be, I'm going to, like, rip your head off, and you're going to like it, and... I'm going to take care of business. Brody Lee Gray, he's going to be a huge star in AEW, I think. I think he's going to be a huge star in AEW, too. I think that Brody Lee is why WWE didn't use him, right? I don't know. I saw the steak thing with Luke. Yeah. If Brody is Vince McMahon, we need no chance in LV. Lance Archer is going to be great. Yes, I believe he's going to be great. What they've done with the guys they've added just recently, I think...
Lance Archer is a huge grab for them. I've never seen anything from Lance Archer before. But after tonight, I love this dude. I cannot wait to see what they do with him. And the fact that they put him with Jake the Snake Roberts, a lot of people were like, why does he need a manager? Did you see all of
Observing Stuff? Did you watch all of AEW?
A lot of people were like, well, why did Lance Archer get a manager? I think that was so smart. Like I said, I've never seen any of Lance Archer's other stuff outside of this, but I think that was so smart because putting him with Jake, best thing you could do for whoever you were going to.
Good stuff. We'll have to watch that. I didn't see all of AEW or NXT. So did you see what we're getting ready ready to talk about it now, so we can talk about it.
We got 8 and 9 of Dark Order versus Natural Nightmares. This is the Natural Nightmares debut as a tag team. It's Dustin and QT Marshall. Natural Nightmares won, and then after the Exalted One comes out, Brody Lee, and he attacks one of them. I don't know if it was 8 or 9.
Did you see this match, Observing Stuff? The 8 and 9 of Dark Order versus the Natural Nightmares.
This was good. I liked this.
I mean, we knew who was going to win, but just the way they did this made it interesting.
I liked the fact that Brody Lee came out after it and was like, you guys might work for me, but
yes,
I will beat you down if you don't listen and you don't do what I tell you to do. You know? I think it's a very cool idea, and you don't see a lot of stuff like this, and so I think it's going to be really cool.
So 8 and 9 come out, or 8 and 9 get beat.
I don't know, man.
Well, the one
it
was
didn't look like Alex Reynolds and what's his face.
8 was, one of them was just a little bit bigger than Marko Stunt, so you know, it's like.
Marko Stunt, did you come back from the dead?
Yeah.
To be the Dark Order?
Yeah. Hair wasn't long enough, so I knew it wasn't him. So after the match, 8 and 9 lose, and the Exalted One comes out, and he stops, looks at Dustin and QT Marshall, and they kind of stare each other down, and then he walks by them and goes to the ring, and then power bombs 8 or 9, whichever one it was. Like, you lost the match, and just you are a clown, and that's just not right. I think he's gonna build up his wrestlers, like his stable, with like other wrestlers.
Not just jobbers.
Yeah, I think that's where they're gonna go with this. If Keith Lee goes up to the main roster, he goes with Keith Lee. I don't know, man. I think it'd just be Keith Lee. Dustin Rhodes joins Dark Order. Yes, we need darker gold dust. He'd have to wear a mask.
So after this, we got a Jericho video. This was hilarious. I love this. So Jericho is sitting at, his house or his resort or wherever he's at. He's in a hot tub with pants on.
I know the Suicide character came back to TNA Impact. It was on my recommendations.
Jericho's sitting in a hot tub. All right.
Hey, thanks a lot, Christopher.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yes.
So Jericho's sitting in his hot tub and he has pants on, like jeans, and I'm like, what? Weirdo.
NW type but darker. Yeah, I think that'd be cool if they did something like that.
So he's sitting there in his hot tub and he's got his little bit of the bubbly, and he's running his mouth talking about Moxley, and then Vanguard shows up. He's like, oh hey, wait, yay, you came back, man, you came back. I just wanted to. This isn't easy for me to do, but I just wanted to say that I'm. I wanted to, you know what I wanted to do, so, yeah. But I wanted to ask you again to join the Inner Circle. And he has a really tiny t-shirt. It's on a hanger. And he hooked it on the little circle thing, where you would hook a package or whatever on the Vanguard. And I don't even know what those are called outside of this.
What?
Drone. That's what it's called. I had to think about that. That's about like the wrestling in an empty building. Yeah. Woohoo. So he hooks the thing and he's like, yeah, that looks really good on you. And Vanguard starts to fly away. He's like, no, wait. And then he yells, release the hounds. And like 5 dogs come out. There were like 2 big ones, and then there was like 3 yippy dogs. They were like, chihuahuas or whatever. And they like run after this, and Jericho's like running down the grass, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was hilarious, and I loved it.
Another good segment. It
was really good and really funny, very entertaining. So we then have Nick Jackson update. He is
a legend.
He's amazing. Nick Jackson update, essentially he was just training with Matt. He said, I don't know who attacked me, whoever did it, I'm coming for you, or whatever, Then we got the main event.
I don't think it was the Inner Circle.
Well, I don't know, man.
I think that's too obvious. I think it was somebody else.
Plot twist, it was Matt Hardy.
Okay. Wasn't he out in the ring?
No, because this was weeks before.
I know, but wasn't he in the ring when it happened?
Who?
Matt Hardy.
No, because this was weeks before.
No, okay.
This is before Matt Hardy debuted.
Okay.
So, plot twist, it's Matt Hardy.
Could be. We'll see what happens with... Yeah, it could be, I guess. I have to watch AEW. I have both of tonight's shows recorded. AEW, I thought, was really good.
So, we then got the main event. It's Sammy Guevara and Shawn Spears versus Cody and Darby Allin. I like this. There was an interesting video on his website when he explained that he didn't teleport, but Vanguard put out holograms.
I'll have to watch it.
Interesting.
Matt Hardy's like a genius, too.
He really is, man.
Matt Jackson is going on me. He's going to turn on his brother. He said, I want to be a singles wrestler. It'd be interesting.
So, I thought this was a good match. I enjoyed it. Shawn Spears and Sammy won.
Yes.
I liked it.
Definitely a good match.
It was cool.
Overall, it was a good show, I thought. I thought AEW was a good show. NXT wasn't bad.
Yeah.
So, they're both solid. Most valuable wrestler, Mr. Hardy, at this time. I would say so. I think right now, Brody Lee is coming in. With what he's done over the last couple of weeks has been amazing.
Lance Archer,
considering nobody knew he could talk.
One night for Lance Archer.
AEW has some stuff going on, and if they let these guys be creative, WWE better watch out. Because if they let these guys be creative, AEW could be amazing. And with the possibility of bringing in a new tag team, it could get pretty interesting in AEW.
So I've heard that tag team, The Revival. We all know them. We love them, or we hate them.
I don't think Hangman's going to turn heel.
I mean, whatever, There's been talk that they're in talks with AEW, and they're looking at signing contracts as soon as their stuff is up. So...
Taking jabs at Vince McMahon again. Yes, they did. They actually did.
So...
But it was good. I thought it was good.
It's a shame Hangman hasn't been on these last few weeks. Yeah, I know. I wonder where he's been at.
Trying to avoid the coronavirus.
Well, with his luck, he probably thinks...
drinking some Corona.
Well, I was going to say, with his luck, he probably thinks that... He's probably like, wait a minute. I should probably stay home. I've been drinking a lot of Corona beer.
If that's true, Gleen, then WWE's got to bring back Vince Russo.
So, that would be really funny if they did a joke like that, honestly, though.
Yeah,
Because I feel like it'd be, like, real lighthearted, and then when Hangman Page finally does come back, he's like, I just wanted to stay home, stay safe, stay away from everybody. I've been drinking a lot.
Definitely.
I've been drinking a lot of Corona beer, and I did not want to come and infect everybody, so I stayed home for the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
It'd be really funny if they made a joke like that.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I feel like, we need jokes. And I think it'd be funny. I would laugh. Some people would probably have their pants in a bunch over it, but I would laugh.
John L., those aren't true fans. Those are people that just don't get it. I mean, if you have any clue, the thing about this coronavirus is it's not something you mess with. I saw where a 6-month-old baby died today or yesterday. So, it doesn't matter whether you have pre-existing conditions or not. It's getting people.
Mm-hmm.
And when you've battled what he's battled, I saw a doctor today that battled cancer twice and beat it, and passed away today because he's around it. So it's not something they should be messing with. And people that do that are just dumb. AEW's got Chris Jericho and Jim Ross and Matt Hardy and Jake the Snake Roberts and Arn Anderson and Tony and Taz. Yeah, they got to be careful with WWE. I mean, the thing is they're letting them be creative, and that's what's amazing. If all wrestlers chose not to show up, I wouldn't blame them, even if they're in perfect health. I agree. If they didn't want to show up, I wouldn't blame them with everything that's going on. And like I said, this isn't something you mess with.
So,
And even people that get it mild, a lot of people that get it mild are still, what's considered mild are having issues.
Mm-hmm. So if we're going to do a top 5 for the shows. First off, who won this week, NXT or AEW?
I would say AEW.
I agree with that. Do a top 5.
It is sad, Elijah. But if people would just do the social distancing thing, when our hospitals are being overran, it's ridiculous. It's kind of sad that people don't take that into consideration. Everybody's talking about death and people dying and things like that. It's not just about that. It's about our hospitals being totally overran, being not having
if people don't
what
listen,
they need.
if people don't listen and stay home,
And
like the hospitals are gonna run out of stuff, and then they won't be able to save people. So.
Well, it's just the fact that when you have a hospital, has a capacity of 300 and they have 700 people come in.
That's
it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
It's just numbers, and that's what people don't get. And so when we sit here and talk about death and things like that and people dying, it's not just about that. It's about our healthcare system being overran.
I saw a story today that there was like a 90-year-old lady, or maybe she was older than that, I don't know. But she had the virus, and they were like, yeah, we got to give you a ventilator, and she said no, give it to the younger people who need it,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. There was a social distance match on an indie show that, look it up, it's funny and adds humor to crazy situation, which makes things a little bit easier. Yeah, it's going to hit us all in some way, personally. Sad times. Yeah, it is a sad time. It's kind of weird, I never thought about, some virus would do something like this to everybody in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I haven't seen Bianca Belair on TV. She's staying at home. I figured that, some of them are just like, okay, I'm not going to risk this. It's not worth the risk. It's not worth dying over. I'm home every day and I'm waiting for this to end. And the thing about this is if you feel depressed or anything like that about being at home, make sure you talk to somebody. Hey, come to our show and you will talk to you.
Come chat with us.
Maven will laugh at you.
Oh, I'll talk your ear off.
Gleen, I hate WWE is forced to shut down and more people is getting fired. That wouldn't shock me. If you guys like this catch, you will like the social distancing match. So
with the stuff
we'll check it out.
With
see
Florida or whatever, didn't they put an order?
Well, finally they just put a distance, like a state.
So I don't know what that means for the wrestling stuff, because they have pre-filmed enough to the Raw after Mania, and if they don't have anything else pre-filmed, then there's not going to be anything else. So,
loser countries have some ventilators. Third world countries are going to have this horrific. Yes, and I've heard that some of them are starting to get hit. Not real hard right now, but soon they're going to be hit hard.
Mm-hmm. So.
We have ventilators, but some of our ventilators
are broke. So yeah.
So it's like, who knows? Did anybody watch Dark Side of the Ring?
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. Oh my gosh, last night's episode was...
The New Jack, Dark Side of the Ring.
Oh my gosh. So I've never heard the story of New Jack. I didn't really know who he was, in all honesty. Man, that guy was a nut. What a nutball. What a nutball.
He still is a nutball.
Yeah, I mean, he still is a nutball. That is true. He was on the show. They had him talk.
Yeah,
New Jack, yeah. ... I know, man.
Yeah, I think U.S. is going to have it bad as well. You guys stay safe.
I'm not leaving the house, my dude.
The only time we're going to leave is to go to the store, and Maven has an infusion next week. We're going to take her to the hospital for that.
But I'll be wearing a mask.
Get all that
I'll be like, sanitizer. I'm going to take a bottle of Lysol with me. Like, folks, stay away. You get in my 6-foot range of me, you're toast. I'm going to spray you in the face. Get away. Mm-hmm.
I will find out tomorrow what we're going to do with school. I think it's going to be tomorrow. Visor.
Yeah. I need a hazmat suit.
Yeah.
Folks, I need a hazmat suit. we need one of those.
Yeah. Our governor hasn't, and this is what's stupid about all this. The president should have just taken control of the country and said, this is the way it's going to be for everybody. This is a national thing and not just a state thing.
It's everywhere.
Our governor hasn't, said we're not going to school for the rest of the year. As of right now, I'm going back the 13th. But she's supposed to talk tomorrow about what the plan is for the rest of the year.
So, Dark Side of the Ring last night. What did we think about that? When talked about Jeff Hardy versus Sting and said, see, I used to do coke. I had a problem with running around not crashing down. Or something like that.
Yeah, he's like...
He's a nutball.
Yeah.
He's a nut. He's
maybe
a
that was
nut.
ECW good days. You won't know how good ECW is.
I
AEW is becoming the new ECW except for No Blood.
I like the extreme stuff.
I think,
but this guy just takes it to a whole other level. That's like murder. I
don't know that ECW has become the new.
Or attempted murder.
I don't know that AEW has become the new ECW. I think AEW is more.
I don't think they're gonna go that far.
I think they're a mixture of, you have the lucha stuff, you have the storylines like old WWE.
Like Attitude Era.
Yeah, some of that.
I mean, they had like language and stuff.
Some of that. So I think that AEW is kind of their own beast. I haven't seen it yet. New Jack was insane. When you watch it, it is crazy.
Dude, when this guy nearly...
And he has no remorse for anything he's done.
Like...
I didn't watch because they have the show after, the half-hour show of...
I didn't watch that.
After, after Dark Side of the Ring or whatever. They had him on there and I didn't watch that, so I don't know what he said on that.
Yeah. But, like, seriously, dude. You're a nutball. You should be put in a loony bin.
Yes.
Because you're a nutball.
I'm guessing they go into mass transit.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
They talked about that.
They did.
And then they talked about the thing with, I don't remember what the other guy's name was.
Red.
It was a dude he threw off the side of the...
No, that's Gleen. Oh, that was the other one, too. So there's like 3 or 4 of them that they talk about. Not that Gleen, but it looked like it had a little bit of TNA with AEW. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I saw New Jack on the channel called Controversial Wrestling, or another one with the host I really don't like. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, he's a nutcat. I mean, he has no remorse for anything he's done.
He nearly murdered a guy!
Yeah.
Twice!
Yeah, it's like...
Twice!
Do you think Darby needs a manager? No. I love what they're doing with him right now. Not right now.
Dude, if that guy, when he got thrown off the top of that thing...
Yeah, the scaffold match was terrible.
If he was a split...
If he would have, like...
Oh, if he was just an inch closer to the not hitting the ropes, he would have been toast.
Yeah.
That would have been it. He would have been dead. And all he got out of that was a freaking broken ankle.
Yeah.
When he landed on the ropes.
Well, then the guy he stabbed, he like, talked into letting him, dropping the charges. And, he said the only way, the guy wanted to have a match with him and, or do something with him, do some angle with him. And he was worried the guy was going to try and kill him. And so, it's...
Jeez, man.
Yes. I don't understand, the whole, Jeff. I don't understand, him at all. That's why New Jack is not in WWE. That's why New Jack should never wrestle ever, 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 ever again.
He probably should have...
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, at first, before he did all the...
Mass Transit's dad? No, because he declined an interview.
When...
They asked, and in the show, they say that they asked him to comment, and he said that he doesn't feel,
Dude, watching people's reactions to the video of where he, nearly stabbed the dude. Well, he didn't nearly stab him. He did stab him.
It was an awful choice, but he can't point the finger down. No, he can't.
When they had, D'Lo Brown on there, and when he was watching the video of when New Jack was stabbing the guy,
yeah,
he was like... It was the funniest reaction I think I've ever seen because it was so genuine, and it was like, oh my gosh. And they had Jim Cornette, and he watched it too, and he was like, like, well, you nutball. I will say, when he first started, and they did their whole thing with Jim Cornette or whatever, before they got to, the point of where he was a crazy nutcase, I will say he did his job very well in making the people hate him.
Yeah.
And then he took it a step further to where he probably shouldn't have. And it was like, he blurred the line, completely, there was no line.
Yeah.
Between New Jack and then being him, and it was just like, whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Sounds like Arn Anderson said when they nearly killed each other. Yes. Wrestling anywhere back then sounded awful unless you were big and violent enough for people to not mess with you, like Haku. Yeah.
Man, it was just that I had never heard the New Jack story. I never really knew who he was, but that was just you're a freaking nutcase. You're a freaking nutcase.
Well, I think
you should be in a loony bin.
I'm not sure Sandman is like too far off of being in that case.
Honestly, though, it's like cheese, dude. His tag team partner was smoking pencil shavings.
Yeah.
What a moron.
Did you all check out NWA Power?
But that was just
James.
like, whoa.
NWA Power, I love.
How stupid can you be? Pretty stupid. These two guys were very stupid.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, man. Wow. Just the level of stupidity is just insane.
Level of stupidity is stupid.
Yeah.
I bet nobody bothers saying, man. He doesn't seem like he minds going to prison. Oh, no, he doesn't.
I've been smoking pencil shavings. Man. Just seriously, though. It was just insane.
Yes.
Like, you're crazy,
Definitely insane.
You're crazy. Crazy.
You won't see a man pile driver a woman, only if your name is Sammy Callahan. Yes.
What is next week's episode supposed to be?
I don't know.
Because I'd like to know. Because, man, that was some crazy stuff.
I'll look it up real quick.
Okay.
Someone's probably going to beat me to it.
Probably. Oh, man. Even if the guy was a complete nutball, I think it was still, like, I mean, very interesting to watch, but he's a nutball.
Oh, I guess it'd be episode 4, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Because Benoit was 2 parts. Yeah. It was episode 1 and 2. And this was episode 3.
Next episode, Jimmy Snuka and the death of Nancy Argentino.
Ooh, that should be fun. Do you know who's supposed to be on that one?
No.
Very interested.
Do not know. So Jimmy Snuka is going to be next. The way they did Piper made me mad. Yes, you'll see, definitely. 2 weeks is John Moxley versus Jake Hager in a wire match for the World Championship.
No. It's a match in an empty building.
Yes. I can't believe they're having a match in an empty building. That's crazy. Impact Wrestling signed Kylie Rae. Glad she found her way back to wrestling.
Okay, I have a question about that, though. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just a little confused as to why she, like, said no to AEW and was, like, dropped out of that. But then she went and signed with this other huge company, like, a couple months later. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Well, I thought she left because of the stress. Oh, Jimmy, that's interesting. Don't know enough about that. It all really came out after he died, though. Yeah, that's just it. I mean, a lot of it came out after he had already died, and so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they talk about.
But yeah, the whole Kylie Rae thing, it was like, it didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. I mean, like, cool.
Kylie Rae, it makes no sense to me.
It's cool that she's in, like, she's wrestling again and she's back, in a, decent brand. But, like, why did she quit AEW?
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know.
Couldn't hack it. Didn't like the spotlight.
If somebody could explain that to me, I'd really appreciate it.
This way she can be out of the spotlight.
It just doesn't make any sense to me.
She couldn't handle the national TV thing or something.
But, like, Impact is, like, huge too.
Yeah, but it's not as big as like AEW.
But it's been there longer.
Yeah, who knows?
And it's like, what?
NWA Power is still a thing. I want it to succeed, but it was boring to me. I loved it because it was the old school stuff is why I liked it. Like old school. AEW may not have been her fit. As long as she's happy, is all's good. I agree, and I like I
said, I think it's cool that she's an Impact. I just couldn't connect the dots as to why she left AEW.
From things you'd seen, it was more about like she couldn't handle the. It
was more the mental health aspect of it, I suppose.
So I don't know what was. How do you feel about Keith Lee versus Dijakovic versus Damian Priest, Gleen? I like the idea, The one thing I'm getting tired of is the Dijakovic and Keith Lee thing.
I think they always have good matches, but yeah, it is kind of getting to the point where it's like, whoa, guys.
If that's all you're gonna do with them, then you're kind of like wasting talent. Because both of them could do like good storylines with other people. And so I think that's where I think every wrestling promotion needs to take a break for a while.
School.
I think if they do that, I think it'd be okay. If they like took a break. Thing about wrestling is if they did it right, and I've said this about WWE, they've got enough wrestlers on the roster. They could give everybody 2 months off at some point in time throughout the year, and have a new storyline with other wrestlers. But they don't do it. I think AEW's done a good job of putting people out there and putting different people out there that different weeks. Buddy Rogers is the epitome of old school. What range of old school are we talking with? NWA Power, LOL. I like the early, probably the 80s. Like with
when is the NXT?
I remember watching every Saturday night. They had it was actually, I think it might have been NWA at the time. On Saturday nights, they had it was World Championship Wrestling, and I think it was in the same building they're in now, but I'm not sure. Impact is huge, but not a large field anymore. Good wrestlers and good matches. Yeah. When is NXT TakeOver pay-per-view?
I don't know.
WWE signs everyone up. They can't use them. That's why I think if they did like if they give the wrestlers 2 months off, I think that everything would be good.
I think so.
An AEW giving character. Yes. All right. I think that we're going to take off. We'll be back Friday. Development and story. The storylines are huge. I think if you build a storyline, you keep people interested. I think that's one of the issues with WWE right now. They're not. The storylines aren't there. A lot of the wrestling is good, but if you don't have the storylines to bring people in, it doesn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so people just don't buy into it. Dusty versus Jake the Snake Roberts, Cody versus Lance Archer. I'm hoping you mean Dustin, because Dusty's dead. Just saying.
Maybe he's talking about
How y'all doing SmackDown
match?
Friday night? We will have SmackDown Friday night. We will have something. We do have something planned if it's not.
Good. Yeah.
So. Hey, like I said, if you start feeling depressed if you're depressed because you're locked up and not able to go anywhere, make sure you talk to somebody.
This weekend.
We're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll be here Saturday and Sunday also this week.
Yes. Are we doing a watch along?
You can come talk to us. We'll talk to you.
Are we doing a watch along? I think we should do a WrestleMania watch along.
Maybe we'll do a watch along.
Watch along. Watch along.
Yeah, I think they have a weird method of storylines they need to fix in WWE. Definitely.
Oh.
The last question. Okay. Fire away, observing stuff. How you feel about Lance Archer versus MJF for the title? For the title. I'm cool with that.
The TNT title.
Yes.
What the garbage, man?
Sorry. Jake the Snake Roberts versus Ted DiBiase. That'd be good, but I don't think Jake can wrestle. Hey, thanks, James. Appreciate it. You stay safe.
Yes.
Are you guys reviewing WrestleMania on Saturday and Sunday, or just Sunday?
Both days.
We will have something both days.
Yes.
We will be here both days.
Yes.
I'm gonna like this video and subscribe to the channel just so I don't miss your WrestleMania predictions. You do that. And we'll be here Saturday and Sunday with our show, and maybe we'll do a watch along.
I think we should do a watch along because I think my reactions are going to be pretty off the walls bonkers compared to the reactions that they're going to be getting in the stadium. I'm just saying. My reactions are going to be better.
Yes.
Like 10 out of 10. I'm just saying.
You're pretty awesome too. Give me a whole
I'm
All
just
of you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Watch lounge.
Watch lounge. I mean,
Why is he going to do the watch lounge?
Lounge around.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Your chat is awesome. Thank you for all making this a good one. Hey, all of you are awesome. Thank you very much.
Yes, I bet you guys especially enjoyed my laughing fit about the empty arena. Yes, that was pretty good.
Friday, and until then, you guys have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, or morning, depending on where you're at, or afternoon, depending on where you're at. Stay safe, and, stay home. Adios.
Peace out, guys.
Peace out.